Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to Flexibility. Today we are going to be covering muscle recovery. So I'm going to show you tools that you can use that you've got at home and can get your hands on readily. We're going to be doing a few things from a standing position and then a lot of things from the mat. Recovery of muscles is necessary for them to stretch out, for neural pathways to release, and to make you stronger so that you can come back and do just a little bit more with your exercise. So I think you're going to find that releasing a lot of this pain and muscle soreness is going to help you tremendously, not to mention how much better you're going to feel. It's really worked for me. I do want to warn you that some of this stuff is very painful if your muscles are contracted a lot, or if you have a lot of fascia wrapped around the muscles. It can be painful working with a tennis ball or a roller. I did not bring a foam roller. They're usually about 36 inches long, 6 inches in depth. I wanted to show you things that you could use at home that will do just as good of a job. So we'll start with working out some muscle groups. Okay, so we're going to come and stand by the side of the chair. And let's first oxygenate the muscles, legs apart, and inhale and come up, reach for the ceiling, and exhale down. Let's do another one, and inhale, and reach, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and reach, and exhale. Okay, so we're going to start with monkey pose. So a lot of these things are from yoga, and they do give you a good stretch. So we're going to bend forward from the waist, placing the hands on the thighs. All right, and now we're going to raise one arm and exhale down, and the other arm, stretch, and down. All right, now both arms, and lift, and down. Let's try that again from the beginning. So we come from a standing position, bend forward, placing the hands on the thighs, and lift, and down, lift, and down, reach up, and exhale down, and bring it back to center position and stand. Now another one that we can do is to stretch the arm up and really stretch at all points, and then take it back and around, keeping that stretch going, and bring it down. And you see it gets in the scapular area and the shoulder area. So it will release pain there. And I want to warn you, when we start working with the rollers and tennis balls, if you have advanced osteoporosis, I would not do any of this. You stand a chance of maybe cracking something. We don't want that to happen. And lift, reach, and really keep stretching all the way around to the back, rotating in the thoracic region, and coming down, and lift, to release things in the hip that can be tight. So we are going to lift the knee, one hand on the chair. Now abduct to the side. You're going to drop the knee down, take it to the back, and then come through in a circle. So we lift, and if you can't do this standing, you may want to do it seated. Lift, abduct. Now drop the knee down, take it to the back. That's it, and come through center position. So you're just basically going to sit in a circle like this, okay? Run it around. All right, let's try it again. And lift, abduct, drop the knee down, circle around to the back. Use your outside leg, Irene. And outside, yeah, your right leg. And come through. And lift and down. So a lot of times that will help relieve muscle tension. And before you start working with rollers or balls, you want to work those muscles out to prepare them. All right, so we come to the other side. We lift. We abduct to the side. We drop the knee down. Take it around to the back. And bring it up through the center. Abduct. Drop the knee. Take it around to the back. And bring it across, underneath, and through, and lift, and center. Now this one you may want to do seated in the chair. We're going to take the leg out to the side, bring the hand to the ankle, place it across the other thigh, and just hold that pose. And stretch, opening up in that hip area, and release, and come down. So again, you can do this in the chair. Take it out to the side, bring the ankle across the thigh, and press down, and come through, and center. All right, let's try that on the other side. Abduct, hand on ankle, foot across thigh, bend the other knee. And you see what a good stretch that is. And bring it back to center position. Let's try it again. Bring it across and down. And, all right, let's warm up the buttocks and hamstring muscles now. So we're going to work with the outside leg. You want to stand for these. And I'll demo from the side so you can see what I'm doing. We take the leg back in a reverse lunge. Now lunge forward, kick the heel to the butt, and bring it back down. And kick and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's switch legs. Take the other one back. And we lunge, kick to the butt, and down. 2, 8, and down. Okay, now before we go to the mats, I want to show you a couple of shoulder stretches that you can do from a standing and seated position. So we're going to come to the back of the chair. One hand on top, we extend the other hand out to the side. We bend the chest forward and then slip the extended arm underneath the other one, feeling that shoulder stretch. And bring it back to center position. And pull back, release the arm, come through. And bring it back to center. And inhale up and exhale down. Now another one that we can do is to bend your elbow, and we did one of these yesterday with weights, but you can also do it without the weight. So you're going to bring the hand to the elbow, lift up, and touch the shoulder back. So that's a good stretch for that shoulder area. And touch the elbow, and lift, and take it back, and up, and down, and up, take it back, and up. See, all of those muscles need stretching out, especially if you're doing more than 3 classes a week. You can bet your muscles are kind of getting balled up on you from just the effort of trying for some of these things. And it really contracts a muscle, and so they have to be loosened and flattened back out. All right, bend the other elbow. We take the hand over to the elbow. We lift. We take it back and up. And elbow, and lift, back, and up, and elbow, and lift, back, and up, and elbow, lift, back down, and up. Inhale, stretch all the way out to the sides, flex the wrist, and come down. All right, so now we're going to grab our mats, and we're going to start using, so if you haven't got a tennis ball, grab a tennis ball. Ideally, you would want to have 2. I'm not sure I have enough to go around. You may have to share with each other. But I do think that this is important enough to show you what to do so that you can do these things at home. Again, I'm going to emphasize that a lot of this may be very painful. However, the more you do it, the more it's going to release that pain, and you're going to stand up one day and feel like a 25-year-old again. I mean, it's that good. Okay? So, all right. We're going to do just a couple more shoulder stretches. And we're going to bend down in monkey pose here. We're going to extend one hand down, the other hand down, come onto the knees. All right, now you're going to stretch out and come onto the stomach. And you're going to extend one arm. again. And bring the hand to the shoulder. And stretch out. One more time. Bring the hand to the shoulder. And stretch. All right, now let's extend the other arm to the side. The other arm is straight ahead. And you're going to reach over, touch the shoulder, and then take it back out to the side. And to the shoulder. And out to the side. To the shoulder. And out to the side. All right, now we're going to extend the other arm to the side. We're going to bend one elbow here. Now leave the arm extended, and you are going to roll onto the side toward the extended arm. And then roll back onto the stomach area. So you can feel that stretch there. And again, you're going to push the hands into the mat. We roll back toward the extended arm. And come back to center position. Is everyone doing all right with this? Talk to me.
Yep.
Okay. And roll back. And down. And the first time I tried that, I really didn't realize how much tension I had in my shoulders. The more you do this one, the more the shoulders release and open up. Now, if you've got rotator cuff tears, shoulder replacement, I don't advise it. All right, we extend the other arm. We place the hand on the mat. The elbow is up. All right, now you're going to roll back toward the arm that's extended. And that's a deep stretch. And come on to the stomach area. All right, again, we roll onto one hip toward the extended arm. And come back to center position. And roll back. And come back to center position. Bring the hands into Sphinx pose and baby cobra up. Now push up onto the knees. Walk it in. You're on all fours. We are going to sit off to the side of the hip and swing the legs around to the front. Now, those of you that are sitting in the chair, for this one, you're going to move up a little bit, place your hands behind the hips, and you're going to bring the feet in close, and then you're going to walk out, all the way out, stretch, 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 and you feel those shoulders being pulled back. And now walk it back into center. Again, we're going to walk those feet out. Press the chest forward. Lift the chest. If you're not lifting that chest, the shoulders won't engage. And relax. Pull it back into center position. And we're going to try that walk again. All right, ready? Stretch the chest up and walk the feet forward. Hold the stretch. And bring it back in to center position. Okay, now, does everyone have a tennis ball? If you don't, you're going to have to share it with your neighbor. I'm going to show you some tools that I really like. This one I got off of Amazon. It's like a dual roller, and it also has little points on it so that you can really dig into a muscle area, and it has the nice hand thing to grab. All right, you can do the same thing with a roller. All right, so we're going to stand. Rolling pin, press down. It's like ironing out something, or like making dough. Down to the ankle, and then back up to the side. Now, how many of you feel any sort of discomfort or pain in that area? Y'all don't have anything. Y'all must not be exercising enough.
We stretched so well.
All right, so again, on the side, all the way down. Bring it back up. Take it on the inside and roll down. And you know, I can feel all kinds of soreness.
Yeah, that one, I think.
That one usually does, yes. And back up on the inner thing. Roll your ball. Don't slide it. Roll. Yeah, don't just slide the ball. That's not going to work. All right, so you roller pins here and up. Now, you're going to go onto the upper thigh, the IT band, and roll up to the hip. And roll down. And roll up. And roll down. So ideally you would do this until that pain kind of eases up a little bit. All right, now come to the inside and we roll up and down. And sometimes that adductor can be very sore. So see, a lot of times you don't even realize that you're sore. All right, let's do the other leg now. We start on the outside. We roll down. And roll back up toward the knee. And roll down. And back up. And roll down. And up. Let's go on the inside and down to the ankle. Woo, you can really feel it on that. And come back up. Wow, I'm telling you, some of that is just really supreme pain here. you know, you can do this on a 36-inch roller, but I honestly think you get more traction out of a rolling pin. All right, now take the rolling pin on the outside hip, roll it down toward the knee on the outside. That's it, just roll your tennis ball and come back up. You have to dig into the muscle. And we're going to come onto the inside of the thigh and roll down toward the knee and back up. And down and up. All right, so now we're going to take the shoes and socks off because I want to show you how you start at the feet with getting that. I'll just do one. So you're going to place your tennis ball on the floor, and you are going to, if you want to, you can brace yourself on the chair. This hurts.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Especially when
Big toe and second toe. Press into it. Roll down. All the way down the foot. And roll back up. And down. All the way to the heel. And up. All right, now move to the second and third toes. Place it on the ball and again roll. And bring it back up. And roll. So then if you feel pain in the arches or the ball of the foot, that's an area you need to work out. And then move down to the fourth and fifth toe and roll. And come up. And roll down. And up. Okay, so then you would do that on the other foot. So you will feel after you've rolled that your foot is a lot more mobile, where you can actually walk using the ball of the foot and lifting the heel, because you have exercised the muscles out. Now, if you have been shuffling, that's going to be quite a to-do. Because when you shuffle, your foot doesn't move.
And plantar fasciitis. This is
Yeah, oh, plantar fasciitis, be careful then. I'm not sure what that does for plantar fasciitis, but
it's good for it.
My feet feel like they're going to cramp a lot.
if it feels like they're going to cramp, then you know you've got to work that out. Go very light on it until you really feel that that cramp is working itself out. All right, so now we're going to sit on, well, I guess we can do this on the chair too. You're going to place the ball right in between the knees, and you're going to like do little bicycles, okay? Like you're bicycling very small, so that's getting that inside of the knee. So that whole area around the knee needs to be worked out. Again, if you've got a knee replacement or anything. I'm not sure what this will do or if it's even good for it. But that's a really good way to work out on the inside.
I'm so noisy over here. I'm so sorry.
All right, now you can take it on the outside of the kneecap and roll it up and down, and then roll it to the front and around in a circle. So that's a way of releasing pain and tension in the knee area. And you can try it over onto the other side. Okay, so I'm going to skip the hips for now and go up to the top. Now, if you have your rolling pin, you take it on the side of the shoulder blade and you roll back and forth. Now, on this one, this is where probably the foam roller is a little better. And take it over to the other side and roll out. All right, so that's one way of doing it. You can come up to the shoulder too and just roll and up. And in the scapula area, roll these out. These tend to get very tight. All right, so now we're going down to the mat, and I'm going to show you how to lay on the ball and exercises to do with the arm so that you work out all that tension behind the upper back that we collect driving and working on computers and just plain sitting. All right, so, and I don't know if you can't get down on the mat, you may just want to try it on the back of the chair. That'll work, that'll work. Yeah, so you can slip the ball behind the shoulder blade. All right, now move the arm out and across, and woo, out and across, out and across and out and across. All right, now circle the arm, and you feel that ball really getting in to the shoulder blade. And then just move the body. See, before you start rolling, it's good to relax that muscle. And how many people feel really pain here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
it's quite intense, but then when you release it, now just feel how much looser that shoulder and back is. All right, now the other side. So you place it behind the shoulder blade. Maybe I should lie down so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I have the ball behind the shoulder blade. And I'm supporting my head. Now we move the arm out and across to get that muscle relaxed. And then circle the arm. Oh dear God, wow. And, all right, now just roll side to side on it, taking, wow. And you can do this against the wall too. All right, you do not work the neck. All right, so now we're going to start. How many of you have sciatica problems?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right,
Didn't realize
this isn't going to be pleasant. Let me show you the area that we will be working on. You put the hands on the waist here and bring the thumbs in. Here's where that sciatic nerve is on both sides. Okay, when that gets tight, your hips, from your hips being tight, then you're going to have pain that radiates because there's about 2 inches to the side of this is a little patch of nerves. Then you're going to have pain radiating down the butt, the leg, ankle, and sometimes feet. So what you want to do, and this one I think, I like the foam roller for it, but it can be done with this. So you're going to sit on that ball. All right? And we're going to go back and forth. So you can feel the whole buttocks area is sore.
Yes.
Yes. All right? And just move back and forth on it. And then roll down and back. So you've got to get a forward and back motion and a side to side. And it just hurts like the dickens. But you're not going to get up in the morning with that catch in the hip. Okay? It hurts, but to a good purpose.
This is what they get you to do with physical therapy.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing, and this is what they
Yeah, it really does help.
have.
All right, now place the ball under the other butt. If there aren't enough balls, maybe you can share. I think there's still some up there, aren't there? No, they're not. Okay. All right. Right on top of the ball, and move sideways and bring it over to the other side, and move it over, and then down and up, and down and up. And if you have the foam roller, that's where that one comes in handy, because you can place that 36-inch roller right here and you can lie down on top of it. Okay, so that's basically how you work out those areas of pain. And it does work. Now, again, if you have the little roller thing with the thing, it's a lot easier to just roll. And you can get into some areas that you can't with the ball. But any of those things will help you, especially a rolling pin. You can take the rolling pin and you place this under the hips, and again, roll. And you can feel, if you have done that enough, you're going to see that that pain in that hip area releases. You know, doesn't take the place of chiropractic adjustment or physical therapy. I'm not saying that you can chuck all that. No. But what it does is help you get a more effective adjustment, a more effective physical therapy session. Now, another area is the underarm, the tricep. So you can take your ball and roll it up and down, and you can feel the soreness there from working out. And take it over to the other side. There's a lot of these little things you can order online. They're not very expensive, but the thing is you have to do it.
Roadrunner has them too.
What?
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's They sell all kinds of tennis shoes and sporting clothes.
Oh, okay, so kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods store?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Roadrunner. A lot of times the stores are a little more expensive than what you can get on eBay or Amazon. Would anyone like to try this?
This is working good for me.
Okay. All right, and it's, you know, on the sides of the shoulders. And when you stand up, you should be able to feel a little looser, a little more freer. A lot of times we don't even realize that we're all hunched up, tensed up. So,
I have a question.
yes.
What can you do for your neck?
What now?
Your neck.
The neck, they don't really like you to roll on the neck because there's a lot of delicate ligaments there. What he suggested was, this is on a foam roller. You would place it behind the neck here, and then all you do is just nod down and up and down and up. You do not roll on the neck area, and then turn to the other side and look down and up. That one is a lot easier done with a foam roller. But that's all you do for the neck. You don't roll anything on the neck or roll around on it. Yes, Irene?
Now, for the sciatica nerve, can you get a tube and maybe put some ice in it and roll it?
You could.
Could that help loosen it?
Yeah, I mean, ice always contracts a inflamed nerve. So if you can find something with ice on it and use your roller on top of that.
Okay. But now, like I say, what if you just get a tube and put ice in it?
Yeah, if you can find something like, I don't know what kind of tube that would be, but,
Some people freeze.
She's got a
water
tennis
bottles.
thing.
what is it?
Some
What
people
do you
freeze
say, like that
water
bottle there?
Yeah, water bottles.
Yeah.
A water bottle?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And they also make a rolling pin
That's true, you can release the ends and put your water in when you're rolling out dough. So, yeah, that would also help.
Okay.
That
They make a
coolness.
rolling pin that unscrews at one end so you can put the ice in it because they
Yeah,
sometimes like
because
that.
they have that for when you roll dough out to keep it cold. So, you know, there's a number of things. So let's stand up.
Can you go like this? 'Cause that's where I'm really.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And down near the ankles, especially when you start, if you're doing, you know, all the way up the leg, you would put an ankle over the foam roller. The rolling pin is not enough traction. You need something that's 6 inches high. You would just point and flex the feet at first to warm up that area. And then you would roll. And then turn from side to side on it. So yeah, you can get every area of the body. Just be sure to kind of warm up the area before you start rolling. So I think basically if I wanted to show this to you because seniors have a lot of problems with hips, legs, knee area, especially shoulders. And so the idea of recovery is to help you come back to your exercise class, regenerate it, and then you are able to do more because you don't have that fascia wrapping around your muscles like saran wrap and holding them in. So you constantly want to have to break up that fascia so that the muscles can relax and blood flow can come to them. So, you know, in our case, we're not running races or competing, but wouldn't it be nice to just be able to walk from point A to point B without hurting? You know? So that is something that you can do for yourself. There where they felt it was so important at the convention, 3 sessions were devoted to myofascial release. They're doing a lot of it with bodybuilders, athletes, and I did notice, one of the things I noticed when I was in that dreaded boxing class with all of those people that were, you know, all up like that, their agility wasn't really so good because their muscles are bound. I did as well on agility as they did because I'm moving my legs all the time. I'm stretching. But when they're on machines working out and bulking up all of those muscles, that fascia starts wrapping around. So one of the things they want us to do is to become more agile, move a little quicker. That is going to be your best friend in preventing falls. So to do that, you've got to have a musculature that's loose enough to do it. So we'll stand and we'll just stretch out a little, and I hope you feel better. Again, these aren't the best tools, but it's a help, especially to roll behind that shoulder blade or get behind a wall. Place the tennis ball behind the shoulder blade, back into the wall, and then go back and forth, and then circle. And it really does work out that tension. All right, so let's just inhale, take one arm up and over to the side. And maybe you feel that that's even looser now since your shoulders have been worked out. And the waistline, and stretch forward, inhale up, exhale down, and that's class. Again, let me remind you, if you have viewers, if you have advanced osteoporosis, not the best thing to do because you can crack your bones. So anyway, join me 10 o'clock this morning for seat supported exercise for ageless training. We'll get that heart rate up, everything exercised out for you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next Tuesday morning, Senior Strength and Balance, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. chair yoga. Have a wonderful day. Do me a favor and run your thumb down here. I can't get, here we go.